Have you ever heard of a millionaire or a multimillionaire going from riches to rags, and then again from rags to riches? Well, this is exactly what Mike Tyson's story is all about. You'd be surprised to know that Tyson was one of the most famous men in the world during his 1990s peak, having beaten the boxing world. And he certainly relished the fruits of his success, throwing lavish parties and savoring the taste of glory. His 30th birthday party was attended by a star-studded 700-strong guest list, including future U.S. President Donald Trump, and it cost him a whopping $580,000. Now you see, this is exactly how the problem began. Mike Tyson's legacy in the boxing world is undoubtedly legendary, with a career that astounded fans with his skillful talents and profound skill to come out on top of a series of challenging boxing matches. Of course, achieving this level of success has resulted in him amassing an enormous amount of wealth. But soon the world discovered that, while Tyson delivered the knockouts in the ring, he took a lot of financial hits. And it did not take long for him to break through his fortune. His excessive spending and inability to manage his finances caused him to go bankrupt. But was it always this way? Mike Tyson was born in Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, on June 30th, 1966. He grew up to be a big gambler who hung out in unbelievable places, which you'd expect of someone of his caliber to do. Tyson spent his childhood in and around high-crime neighborhoods. In a previous interview, he stated that his first fight was with a larger youth who had pulled the head off of one of his pigeons. Tyson was frequently caught committing crimes and had been arrested 38 times by the age of 13. He attended the Tryon School for Boys in Johnstown before dropping out of high school. His career. Tyson made his professional boxing debut at the age of 18. He previously competed in the Junior Olympics as an amateur. He quickly rose to become champion, winning 26 of his first 28 fights by KO or TKO. People thought Tyson was unbeatable for a long time. That is, until Buster Douglas appeared. You've probably heard Douglas's story about his mother dying before the fight after telling everyone that her son would beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson once had a net worth of $300 million, but currently, Mike Tyson's net worth has dropped to $10 million after spending money and suffering the consequences of some of his actions. How did he spend his money during his peak days? Well, this is something you've all been wondering. Mike Tyson is arguably one of the top 15 heavyweight boxers to ever enter a gladiatorial arena, but he ranks much higher in terms of pound-for-pound spectacular spending. Mike was released from prison in 1995 after serving 4 years, with a reported $300 million in the bank to help him adjust to normal life. Mike purchased a 21-bedroom, 24-bathroom mansion in Connecticut, complete with a casino and a nightclub. He also bought estates in Maryland, Las Vegas, and Ohio, complete with gold-plated furniture and a basketball court. Tyson had a collection of Ferraris, Lamborghinis, a Range Rover, a Mercedes-Benz 500, and a 1995 Rolls-Royce. Now it's obvious that many high-profile athletes have fleets of luxury vehicles. But Tyson took things to the next level by spending more than $4.5 million in automobiles. The boxing legend is well known for his extravagant spending habits when it comes to fine cars, and he has even purchased 19 supercars to give to close friends. Tyson has owned at least 111 cars in his life, including some extremely expensive one-of-a-kind models. He has owned a limited edition Bentley Continental SC, one of only 73 ever made. And it's always nice to see a husband spoiling his wife. But guess what? Mike Tyson ended up taking it to a whole new level when he bought his first wife, Robin Givens, a gold bathtub. The bathtub was enormous and made entirely of 24-karat gold. Yes, it's true. Mike Tyson had an odd obsession with pet pigeons and went way overboard with his ownership of these fascinating birds. He invested in them as racing pigeons and claimed to have had over 3,000 pigeons at any given time. Tyson kept his pet pigeons in elaborate cages and could tell most of them apart after developing an unusually close bond with them. Can you imagine that he's invested more than $3,000 in each bird? Not just this, but Mike Tyson was so passionate about cannabis that he started his own cannabis farming company. He scooped up a huge bill to reshape his own 40-acre farm, then proceeded to dip into his own hoard, rendering it nearly impossible to turn a profit. Tyson was known to consume nearly $40,000 of his own supply each month, and he was also known to dip in significantly when hosting his friends. Tyson also enjoyed spending money on women. On top of that, Iron Mike had to deal with some personal issues. He married several times, and many of those marriages failed for various reasons. As a result, he was forced to pay millions of dollars in settlements. Tyson also charged his management with defrauding him of millions of dollars. Then there are the several mansions Tyson purchased for himself and his family. All of this just led to his filing for bankruptcy in 2003, when he was $23 million in debt. Well, it's obvious that spending such a massive amount on luxuries and unnecessary things contributed to the downfall of his massive net worth. So, how did he bounce back to become a multimillionaire? After declaring bankruptcy, the former champion fought twice more before retiring. These were not high-stakes battles, but they did help pay the bills for a while. He went on to pursue other ventures, mostly in Hollywood after reaching retirement age. Before The Hangover, he made cameos and had small parts in a few films. His small role in that film was so well received that it led to more opportunities in other Hollywood productions. He recently appeared in Ip Man 3 and has his own television show, Mike Tyson Mysteries. And of course, he now has his marijuana ranch, where he grows and sells his brand of marijuana and marijuana products. He also hosts his podcast, Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, from that ranch. According to reports, his current net worth is $10 million as a result of these ventures. What's more, as a result of his bankruptcy, he's learned that he can't be ignorant about his money like he used to be, so he's unlikely to go bankrupt again. Learnings from his story. One of the major lessons to be learned from Mike's journey is that you might not have the skills to achieve your goals right now, but with the right mindset, you will eventually develop the level of skill required for success. It's very easy to revert back to the temptation of skipping a day of training, putting in extra hours of work, studying, or whatever. Tyson would not succumb to any temptations that would prevent him from putting in the extra effort required. While you're out partying and having fun, someone else is working hard. It's easy to have a wish for something or to have a dream. All it takes is a little creativity. Almost everyone has some sort of long-term goal or dream, but half of them aren't committed to pursuing it. To sum up, Mike Tyson now lives in harmony with his family. He's now more of an entrepreneur than a boxer. He is unquestionably one of the best boxers in history, and so his style of play is an inspiration to all aspiring professional boxers. He's been through a lot in his life, but he's learned from it all. He still practices boxing and goes to the gym. Keep an eye out for Tyson making random boxing ring appearances in the future. That said, Mike Tyson has clearly proven the meaning of falling back and rising again. What do you think about this video? Comment down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. For more such videos, keep watching. Something exciting is coming up.